Yo, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Yes, I am a league owner myself, so I have a couple opinions on some of this stuff that I be seeing. We have an event today as well, so I'm about to promote that right quick before we get started. Stick to the code today, 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want to cop the stream, the live stream is still available. Send $5 and your Facebook name to welcome to the stage. We will add you to the private Facebook group. This is the stage. So today we got Sir Bubba versus Key. Hey, show. I'm up early. I got to promote early so I can get out the way so I can go do what I need to do. But I seen an interesting topic last night, and I'm a league owner myself, so I have a couple opinions on URL blocking battles. I don't consider it blocking battles. We'll talk about it though. Let's get it. Let's get it. So we got Sir Bubba versus Key today, y'all. That is a one rounder main event. This was rescheduled from Unfinished Business too. So they had extra 2 weeks. So they both been promoting crazy trailers. Y'all know what it is. Legend versus Echo Slice. This is a 3-round battle. Money on the floor. I repeat, money on the floor. Um, they've been promoting. Everybody that basically pulling up and promoting, in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Hitler, just for clarity, Hitler's Male, AK from DNA, is not going down. Stiz and Midwest Duck is not going down. They had valid reasons, so shout out to them. Slick versus McLaren is definitely going down. McLaren and Slick is going down. Legend is already here. Echo live here. Sir Bubba and Key live here. All the 4 battles that have been promoted is going down. Who is he is on his way. Rugrat is on his way. He only lived 2 hours away. Hosted by your boy Scruff McBuck, Bucky Blitzkrieg, June 14th, which is today, 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 6480 Chubb Road, Suite A9, A as in Apple, Lithonia, Georgia 30058. We will have nachos, wings, liquor, and also you can smoke in the venue. Smoke friendly venue. You know what I'm saying? Uh we will try to start around 6:37. So y'all make sure y'all get what y'all need to do. Get whatever your snacks ready for the live stream. Whatever you need to do to get ready for the event, make sure. Once again, the live stream, if you can't be in the building, is $5. Send your Facebook name to welcome to the stage. We will add you to the private group. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Got the entire A side main event still undecided. Nah, that's a fact. So y'all see what the title is, man. You know I had to go on my quick promo run, but y'all see what the title is. So yesterday it was a people going around saying that Smack and Beasley is blocking battles. So we're gonna watch this right quick, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion on this. This is like a 45-minute video, but also only like 20 of it really is where they getting at. The rest they just talking. So let's hear it. I'm gonna stop in between, give my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel because I'm a league owner as well. All right, let me speak on this right quick because he do got a point, right? So, like, say for instance, if I give you a deposit for a battle, and for whatever reason the battle don't happen, at that point, it's my battle. You know what I'm saying? So, let me give you an example. I give you $100, I give your op $100, whatever the case may be. At that point, that's my battle. I think the problem is that a lot of leagues they don't make their own matchups. So I say that to say a lot of leagues be trying to fake shit on URL, but they still in URL matchups. Not saying that people this the case in this case, but I'm just saying If I build up, let me give you an example because Show Shot here, right? If I build up, if I make Show Shot a star and I make Bucky Blitzkrieg a star and they going back on my platform, I built them two up to a point that, okay, per se, it's not my battle, but I built them up on my league. So that is my battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's like an unwritten rule. Like, and the problem is that URL builds all these stars because a lot of leagues don't want to do it. They just want to book the big matchups. Nobody wants to build up their own stars anymore. It's a very few leagues that do it. iBattle, OSBL, the stage. It's a lot of leagues that really built up their own talent from the ground up. So URLs on some stuff like, yo, yeah, especially when deposits go out, it's my battle. So I had a situation, the same situation. I booked me and Remy the Menace, and then Stat tried to book it. No, that's my battle. What are you talking about? We're not doing the battle nowhere else. If we're not doing the battle here, it's not happening. I'll give you another example. People have reached out to book me and Rob Raw because they know the history behind that battle. Me and Rob Raw is not doing that battle if it's not on the stage, my brother. It don't matter how much money, because we can figure out something together where we can make the money that we get offered. People have offered money for that battle. So no. And what y'all don't understand is y'all give URL so much slack, but it's like I built these dudes up. I didn't build these dudes up for you to steal my matchups, Brody. Not saying that's the case in this case, but that's what people do. It's like if I see that Smack built up, let's say the newer guys, Wusa and Eunice, boom, perfect example. I'm not going to book Wusa and Eunice. I'm not trying to book that battle. That's their battle. They built them stars up. If they want to do this, the crucibles or the top six, it's only right that it happens on that platform. You know what I'm saying? So once them contracts go out, even if that battle don't go down, this how it works. If I give you if you give a battle rapper a deposit, I've been in the league on it for 2 years. If you give a battle rapper a deposit, I probably sent out a cajillion deposits. It's only one time somebody sent that deposit back. Any other time, nigga be like, it's not my fault, reschedule it. They're not sending that back. They not sending that money back. They want that. They keeping that. Especially if it's not my fault. Nah, bro. I'm not sending the money back because it's not my fault. Reschedule the battle. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. And it's not even about no contracts. This should just be integrity, like man of your word. And that's the problem. I keep saying, if it wasn't no bad people in the world, it would be no reason for jails. If everybody was doing what they supposed to, it wouldn't be no jails out here. It wouldn't be no contracts. Everybody did what they supposed to. So the problem come in is that it take a lot of money to sue somebody. So it take at least 10, 15 grand. If I only paid you 1,000, I gotta chalk it up as a loss or just hope you do the battle again because I'm not about to sue you. It take more to sue you than to just try to figure it out behind the scenes. So I think a lot of times y'all don't understand. Y'all say, well, why they can't just sue? It's not cheap to sue, bro. It's 10, 15,000 just to sue somebody. If you only gave a nigga 1,000, it's gonna cost you more to sue. So 9 times out of 10, you just trying to work it out. But we're gonna keep going. Let me say this too. Beasley just said, yo, we booked this battle 3 times. And for whatever reason, it's not happening. And then the argument is, well, we don't know. We don't know when it's going down. That's y'all battle rappers problem right there. Let me say this. If I got, who are top people in my league? If I got Trey Boogie versus Casey the Gunner, right? Perfect example. Those are my top 5 guys, right? Part of top 5. I booked them for ruinous. Sent out deposits, whatever. Casey probably couldn't make it, whatever the case may be. Now, when this battle is supposed to get rescheduled, I'm not throwing this battle on Black Brick Series. It's not a Black Brick Series battle. So it's easy to say, yo, just book it for the next card. No, I'm not putting no ruinous battle on Black Brick Series. I'm not putting no ruinous battle on Unfinished Business. Because I wanna make, yeah, facts. Because listen, if I got a high key matchup, I'm not putting that matchup on Black Brick Series. I'm not putting that matchup on Unfinished Business. I'm going to maximize that matchup. So let's just say, let me give you an example. If I got Trey Boogie and Casey the Gunner, and then I put him under Joe Smo Backpack and Dapper Dan or whoever else on an Unfinished Business card, it's not going to sell that way. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, certain card names, they come with profiles. So when just think about it like this: when you hear Gnome, when you hear Summer Madness, you know it's about to be high key matchups. You're not gonna see me versus Show Shot on Gnome. You're gonna see Rock, Geechee. So if I book Trey Boogie versus Casey the Gunner on Ruinous, it's not going on Black Brick Series. So a lot of times you battle rappers just be like, oh, put it on the next card. No, because I can sell this battle. I can get money back from this battle. I'm not about to just, nobody care for that type of, yeah, exactly. I can't put Trey and Casey on Black Brick Series. That's not going to sell. I have to put that back on Ruinous. So in this case, if I got Av and Twerk, I'm not putting them on Nexuses or Super Fight. No, this is a Summer Madness battle. This is a known battle. So a lot of times battle rappers be like, just put it on this card. No, it don't work like that. I gotta get what I want from this battle, especially if you trying to get a certain amount from this battle, which is the artist. Everybody on my roster know if you get paid the same amount you might get paid for Unfinished Business too, it might not be the same for Ruinous. It's two different payments because I know this is going to be a packed event, so I could pay you more. This not as big, so boom, here go a little couple dollars. So no. Yeah, you can't just put Av and Twerk on Nexuses or Super Fight. No, that's not how they go. But you gotta be a league owner to understand that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, here we go.
Because of URL.
I got the symbol.
Let me give y'all one scenario. My bad for keep pausing it. But let me say this. If I pay for a battle and deposits go out, and one person send a deposit back and one person don't, it's still my battle, bro. If they both send a deposit back and say, yo, we trying to do the battle somewhere else, it's not my battle no more. But once my deposit is sent out, that person either has to send that deposit back or do another battle. In this case, that's what they saying. Yo, Av, for whatever reason, and y'all don't understand scheduling too. So if I schedule this to happen on a certain card, URL is not in a position where they throwing cards every 2 days like they used to. So it's not easy to be like, yo, if it don't happen on this card, let's just do it 2 weeks later. Nah, we ain't active like that no more. So now you gotta wait because our scheduling might be, Nexus is Born Legacy, and we might not throw Summer Madness till the end of the year. What's good? We just speaking on this URL contract stuff. So it's not easy to just say, okay, let's just throw a high key matchup on the next card. No, it's about scheduling. Then if I plan for something to go down a certain day, I might have that certain artist booked on the next card. So do I dub his matchup to put that matchup on because it didn't go down? No. Now we got to figure it out again because let's say if I book Izzy and Show Shada, right? Or for Ruinous, I might already got Show Shada booked for perfect example. I got Show Shada booked for Bad for Your Soul. So him and Izzy don't go down. Do I tell, hey, Hollow, we're gonna have to reschedule you and Show Shada to put Izzy and Show Shada on that card? No, that's not how that goes. So now we got to figure it out again. So it's easy for a battle rapper to say throw it on the next card. No, I already got Show Shada booked for Bad for Your Soul. Set it up. So yeah, I think battle rappers don't understand schedulings and planning, and you invest in your money because all y'all do is get y'all deposits promo and show up. It don't work like that. But let's keep it going.
Well, I made a blog earlier, December 14, 2009. This is what I'm trying to say. I didn't
Shout out
understand that either.
Shout out to the 11 people in
So
the
you
building.
got these guys up here say, "Oh man,
It's early. I know it's early, but shout out to the 11 people in the building.
Stopped it."
J2, I'm gonna give you another example too. We could just bring it to real life. Like we ain't even got to talk about battle rap right now. If I tell you, if you ask me for $20, right? I give you $20. I don't need no contract to tell me that you need to give me my $20 back. It's a verbal agreement. That's what a deposit is. Yes, it's not locked in if it's not a contract, but if I give you $20 and you know you owe me $20, you know you owe me $20, bro. Like, why do a contract need? If I give you a deposit for a battle, you know you owe me a battle. If you don't want to do that battle no more because it wasn't your fault, then that's understandable. But if I give you a deposit, you know for a fact, contract or not, you owe me a battle. I don't understand why. I don't understand what people don't understand. If I give you $20, you know you owe me $20, bro. So it's either you give me the $20 back or the deposit in this case, or if you don't want to, just do another battle for me. If you don't want to do that battle again, because sometimes some battles get rescheduled, and some people like, yo, I just don't want to do the battle no more. But I know I got your deposit, so just set me up with somebody else. Same thing, verbal agreement. Verbal agreement. Sometimes a contract. Sometimes I'm not typing up a contract if I'm giving a nigga $200-$300. I'm not doing that. Now, if it's in the thousands, maybe, but like, come on, bro. Like, we ain't about to do no contracts for $200-$300. Like, I'm not doing that. I might just give you this shit. But yeah, ain't nobody just giving money out for no reason, especially in business. Yeah. Why do I need a contract for you to say, hey, yo, I gave you $20? You know you owe me $20. What the fuck I need to put that in writing for? But that goes back to what you said earlier, Shoshada. No integrity. So that's how it goes.
Failing to mention that we have this tomorrow.
Stop bailing.
Bad, y'all. My bad. I pressed the wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so boom, we got another comment, and this is true. Technically, a verbal agreement will still hold up in court. Yes. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even do contracts yet. You feel me? I'm not gonna say that. I do contracts, but it depends on the amount. But if I'm texting you, I'm saying, yo, if I send you Apple Pay, Cash App, it literally says, yo, battle booking for this day, this amount. If I don't send you the whole amount, I put the deposit amount and what I owe you at the end for the battle. So yes, even though it's not a contract, it's still a verbal. It's still something in writing. Half the time when we book stuff, we don't do contracts unless it's like an upper echelon person. Let me give you an example, like Chef Trez, perfect example. That's my dog. Like, we really cool. I'm not typing up no contract for Chef Trez. I'm like, hey, Brody, here go this money. I'll see you on battle day. All right, boom. There's no need for that. We don't got to go through all that. It's cut dry. Chef Trez ain't never no-show me. But that goes back to Shoshada point. Chef Trez got integrity. He know he gonna be there. If he not gonna be there, he gonna send a deposit back or he gonna say, Brody, let's reschedule. Simple. You don't got to do that with him. You don't got to type up contracts with Jeff Traylor because you know he going to do what he's supposed to do. Contracts normally is for niggas that don't do what they supposed to do. If we being honest. Ooh, Talk Beasley. He left out the part where you still had some of your chochos. But see, I gotta play devil's advocate. I gotta play devil's advocate. Shout out to the 18 people in the building. Y'all up with me early this morning. I gotta play devil's advocate. And I'm not saying this is true, but it couldn't be true. If I know, because I've heard URL do this probably sometimes. It could be true, could be not, you know, because URL don't really talk. It just depends. Normally URL come out of the woodworks if you claim they owe you money. Like if you say URL owe me this or whatever, that's when they normally come out because they like, yo, we'll let y'all talk about us, but we ain't gonna let nobody slander our name over no money. Cause we make sure everybody get that's one thing about me too. You could say I'm the worst league owner in the world, but you can't ever say I ain't get my money. I ain't get my money after the battle. I ain't get my money. I ain't get my deposit. You can't say that. You could say I'm a bad league owner. You could say you don't like me. All of that. That's what Beasley basically saying. You could say all of this stuff, but you'll never say this company owe you no money. But what I've heard sometimes that URL, what they do is, even though you might owe them a couple battles, they might start BSing on booking certain battles. But it go hand in hand because if I paid for you to do 2 battles, I don't want to reschedule those battles. I don't want you to battle nobody else. I want you to battle the people I paid you to battle, motherfucker. So now, in this case, that's why Av had to battle like a Wusa. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him battling Wusa, but he was probably scheduled to battle somebody else, and that's the makeup battle because at the end of the day, like I said, most battle rappers don't send the deposit back. They just say, hey, yo, reschedule it. But I'm with Beasley on that one. Say what you want about me, the company. You can't say nobody owe no money, though. I don't understand. Especially in this case, if you say we just talk, I'm not. If I just spoke to you, nah, we not doing that. Nah. Me personally, if I got your number and we just talk, I'm not doing it.
Dome 15 is on.
And I say this, I feel like the reason why they don't know when this battle is gonna happen because they legit don't know. The only card that's out right now is known. They don't know. They probably got Summer Madness in their brain, but that don't mean they got an exact date. So they probably don't know when they can reschedule this again. They can say, yo, all right, we'll do this on Summer Madness, but what if the fact that they letting people basically do what they want, scheduling is different now. A lot of these artists are not exclusive like it used to be. So it's like this. If I got 10 people under contract, exclusive contracts, I know I at least got 5 battles because these 10 niggas are sitting around waiting. URL basically said, yo, we not doing exclusive contracts like that no more. We gonna let everybody be free. Go do what y'all want to do. And when we hit y'all up, it could just be per contract. So now with that being said, you might say, for instance, you might want to book Tay Rock on Summer Madness. And Tay Rock's so loyal that he will do it, probably, not do whatever else he's supposed to do. But if it's not somebody like him, they already probably got something set up where they can't be on Summer Madness no more. So when he say, yo, Av basically said, yo, I ain't really heard too much about when we doing the battle. That URL probably don't know because the people they might want to book, because nobody's under exclusive contracts no more, they could be busy. It's different when you got Av, Rock, Twerk, Geechee under exclusive contracts where they can't battle nowhere else. Yeah, you know you got enough battles coming up where you can set up a Summer Madness. But when people now exclusive contracts no more, it's different. You gotta go around scheduling. Yes, you are. Yes, we are the biggest league, so everybody might stop what they doing to come to do Summer Madness, but that might not always be the case because it goes back to deposits. If another league gave me a certain amount of money and URL trying to book me with that money, do I give the money back that I probably already spent hoping URL matches the offer? No. Now I gotta still do this because I done already spent the deposit. 9 times out of 10, if you get a deposit if you give out a deposit to a battle rapper, they pretty much already spent it before they get to that battle. That's why people don't try to send nothing back and reschedule stuff. This is where I agree with you, Smack. I've been a league owner for 2 years. I've watched people slander my name for 2 years to the point people make up stuff and then because you haven't responded, it's a narrative out there. I heard one time I got beat up at an event and I got ran off. I've never been in a fight in my bro. I haven't fought since I've been out of jail, bro. But the fact that I didn't respond to it, you got people out here thinking that's really true. Oh, he got beat up at an event. He ran. I never fought at no event. I haven't fought in God knows when. So I get it. You sometimes people say things, and the fact that the person they saying it about hasn't said nothing, people run with the narrative that it did happen. So I ain't gonna lie. Probably like recently, I'm like, yo, nah. You're not about to slander my name and my brand, and you know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. I'm cutting this camera on every time and addressing it because, like he said, certain narratives will be painted, and the fact that we not saying nothing, y'all believe whatever y'all want to believe. So this is why I feel like they came out this time and said something. Cause he right though. If you address something every time you see something or hear something about you or your brand, you'll literally be going live every day. Like, especially URL. You know, niggas stay, niggas. URL is always gonna be the number one topic because they are the best league ever. Ever. Number one. Uno. So he like, yo, people say all this stuff about us. We don't say nothing. But what we not gonna do is say somebody owe us money. Say allow people to say we owe them money. That's what we gonna go live and cut this camera on.
Meta, bust rate Frank again.
Last time you got a replacement Frank at Fins and Friends.
Let me tell you why we have Spectrum. I'm on a video chat. Melissa's
That's
live streaming
great.
her audience. The kids are on.
Yeah, we're gonna make some announcements with this.
This is another thing I don't like too. Y'all was giving URL slack because y'all thought it was no pay-per-view, but y'all never heard them say it. I don't get it. If you don't know something, don't speak on it. They just said they doing the pay-per-view. I seen people, why they gonna have this and not pay-per-view? URL stuff. Let them announce it, bro. Just be patient. Just be patient. Half y'all niggas ain't even going. So you don't even want to go because you don't want to support all of that. You don't even want to get a hotel, a flight. First thing you want to do is ask for a pay-per-view because you ain't trying to go out and really support. Get your ass up.
The details, but
Okay, cool.
we're doing pay-per-view for a while. Norm's an important event, and the demand for the pay-per-view, people have ever been at.
And if you stop bootlegging, maybe we could do some pay-per-views. Maybe we wouldn't have no problem doing pay-per-views if you stop bootlegging. That's right, I'm talking to you. The person that asked about the pay-per-view, you keep bootlegging. That's why nobody want to do it. Because it costs money to do the pay-per-view. So if you're setting up a Discord, if you're setting up a Facebook group, you part of the problem. That's why they don't want to do no pay-per-views. Because the pay-per-view 40 and you got 100 people in there and you told them to send you $5. Now you made $500 over 40. You are part of the problem. You the reason why they don't want to do a pay-per-view.
asking. So we got some innovation.
Oh, don't ask about it. If you know you in them discourse, bootlegging that stream. And it's crazy because our live streams only on Facebook for $5 and people still do it. You gotta stop bootlegging if you want the pay-per-view. Stop doing it. Y'all pretty much got the main ideas from that. So boom. Before we get up out of here, we got Stick to the Code tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern. Sir Bubba versus Key. Legend versus Echo Slice. That's 3 rounds. Who else we got? Hitless Mel and AK from DNA not going down. Midwest Duck is not going down. Or Midwest Duck versus Stiz not going down. Slick versus McLaren is definitely going down. They both in the building already. Well, they both in Georgia already. Izzy versus Rugrats going down. Nachos, wings, liquor, smoke friendly. You can smoke inside the venue. Hosted by Bucky Blitzkrieg, man. I appreciate everybody that stuck around the building, people that's commenting. Shout out to the 25 people that was in the building. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. But before we get up out of here, shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to the 25 people that stuck around. Stick to the code tonight, 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern, Atlanta, Georgia. 20 at the door, $5 live stream. Send $5 in your Facebook name to Welcome to the Stage. 20 at the door if you can be in a building. We got liquor, nachos, wings, all of that, man. Smoke-friendly venue. I am your boy, Damo Guapo. This is episode 5, I believe, from a league owner's perspective. I appreciate everybody that commented, that pulled up. Y'all the best, man.
Fear no man, I come from the north. My uncle got 100 years, he told me life was short. Oh no, LaFo held it down. We had a great rapport. Niggas watching how we move, trying to make report. They watch shit, I ain't never going. No, I post on sunny, rain, or snow. We had the weather storm. Survive that shit that we survive. They say it ain't the norm. Go and ask about the mob. We made our name in wars. Fo took his time like a man, didn't say a name in court. Shit he should be famous for. I guess they hate the real. Before that north get cold for real, them streets will give you chills. I earned my scars in the field, been on my share of drills. If it ain't been no bloodshed, then you can't say it's real. The ops know the deal. 100 shots at Wrigley Field. Nigga. I know they heard of us, but they don't know it's us. Them bitches know it's us. They know. Them niggas know what's up. They know. I know they heard of us. They just don't know it's us. Mom, I can't show no pity, know the ops hit me. I know. Phone them drop penny, probably why y'all all fit me. No weapon formed against me. I think y'all silly. They took Greg the year the Cubs won the World Series. I miss it, bro. That shit hurt my soul to know which way to go. The streets had got so cold, was in that dark alone. But that shit made me strong. I had to get it on my own. I learned what's right and wrong. I never took the safest route. That's why they hate me now. I showed them love, they gave me doubt. I don't do favors now. I needed growth, I'm patient now. They trying to take me out. Slow it down and pace it out. They want to take me out. Never do it, Ma. I know they heard of us,